What's up, what's up? Welcome back to another week. I appreciate you staying tapped in with your boy IZ. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos. This week is a special video. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm always rooting for the underdog, right? With that said, this week is my top 10 most slept on artists, right? These are the rappers who I think are super dope, but may not get the recognition they deserve. You know, I wouldn't be me if I didn't have some controversy. So you're going to stay locked in to the end because it's going to be a dope video. See you in a second. Welcome to my channel. My name is IZ316 or simply IZ. I'm a socially conscious hip-hop artist, community activist, radio and TV personality, and entrepreneur. I've produced and released several albums as well as met some of my favorite artists. But this is my channel and I want to be your favorite MC. Alright. I see y'all back with me, man. Y'all been rocking tough. The YouTube channel's been doing great. 2020's been such a great year. Thank you for tapping in and seeing my new music video with the shout out for Styles P. As you see, I've been getting it. So this week, this is about the most slept on rappers, in my opinion, right? Some rappers, you know, they get a lot of sales, they get a lot of accolades, and some don't. There's gonna be a little controversy in this list because some of y'all be like, oh, that person's not slept on. Now remember, just because you're a fan of that person doesn't mean that they're getting the recognition that they necessarily deserve. So these are also some of my favorite artists, but some of the rappers I think that are very slept on. Number one on my list, this is my man AZ. You first heard him in 1994 on Nas's album Illmatic, Life's a Bitch. Ever since then, he's been getting in the game. He was in The Firm, he was in Belly. He has classic albums under his belt, but for whatever reason, I think that he kind of got stuck in the shadow of Nas, and I don't think that people gave him his proper respect. Man, AZ is that guy, man. Check him out. Make sure you go, you know, all the artists that I'm talking about, go check them out. You know, tell me what you think for yourself. But number one is AZ. So the next person on my list is a West Coast legend. One of my favorite songs is of him and Bushwick Bill, rest in peace. That was on Scarface Homies, Scarface My Homies, and that's Be Legit. His album Hit Museum, and that was cool. He was I love that album coming up. He flipped at Sarah, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. It was dope, you know what I'm saying? But he's also E40's cousin. And Be Legit, man, he got lyrics, man. He's been dropping good music for years, and he supports a lot of people. Matter of fact, him and my homie Dark Side from the City got a song together. You gotta go check that out. I'll leave a link below. But Be Legit, man, one of those rappers that slept on, man. He's been on songs with Pac. He was on Scarface's album. He did the song with, like I said, with Bushwick Bill. He was in the Click. You know what I'm saying? And he also attended Grambling State, so that let you know that he ain't no dumb dude either. So shout out to Be Legit, man. He's number 2 on my list. Now keep in mind, these are in no particular order, right? So number three on my list is a member, he's actually a member of a group, and that's 8 Ball from 8 Ball MJG. You know what I'm saying? The big dude go. You know what I'm saying? There's a young guy, dark skinned, a little heavy set myself. I enjoy hearing his tales. You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? That was dope. His double disc, you know what I'm saying, Lost was so hard. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was bumping that. And so 8 Ball is actually on my list because I don't think that he gets the props that he deserves. I think as a lyricist, like, and part of this is like when people are talking about, yo, who's the dopest 10 MCs of all time, these people who I'm mentioning should be mentioned on that list, however you put them, but their names often aren't brought up. I'm not saying that they haven't had an impact in the game. I'm just saying that they haven't gotten the accolades that they should. So number 3 is 8 Ball. Number four is my man Corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Daz, Corrupt, the Dog Pound, West Coast legends, man. I think Corrupt is slept on. He also had a double disc that I thought was kind of cool because I'm a real lyricist. I think what made him dope is that he's from Philadelphia. So he had like an East Coast lyricism, but you know, he came up with Snoop, you know what I'm saying? And Pac and Death Row during that era, you know what I'm saying? So he was like on those West Coast beats. So I think that kind of set him apart. And man, who could forget, he was engaged to Foxy Brown when she was hot, you know what I'm saying? And people don't give Corrupt like the love that they should, you know what I'm saying? But like lyrically, man, I doubt any of y'all want to get in the ring with him. That's what I thought too. So this next one, number 5 on my list, is none other than Nori from Capone and Noriega. As I've moved up in my career, I've been able to meet a couple people, and so we actually have associated common with Nori, so that's even cooler. Not only did he make an impact with his group coming up, Capone and Noriega, the CNN report, but he's also been in movies. He was in one of my favorite, which is Paid in Full. He was also in Paper Soldiers and State Property too. You know what I'm saying? You can't forget Drink Champs. So shout out to Drink Champs and actually DJ Effin, who I share a birthday with, May 28th. So I gotta say Nori, number 5. Number 6, this next guy is hilarious, that's for one. 2, he's down to earth. He's been to Wichita several different times. One of the homies, Creon, got a song with him, and that's Devin the Dude. Man, I remember the first time I heard Boo Boo, and it like blew my mind, you know what I'm saying? Because here's this dude using lyricism and telling stories, you know what I'm saying, in a funny way, but you couldn't deny it. And one thing you gotta say about Devin is he's been consistent. He's been in the game since I was, you know, I first heard Boo Boo in high school, but I know he was doing Coffee Brothers too, even before that, you know what I'm saying? And he's a legend, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of those people who should be mainstream, and I don't know the politics, I don't know why, but I think that he's very slept on, especially lyrically. Just because he ain't talking about shooting and killing people, people don't really give him the respect that he deserves. But man, that guy tells a great story, and he's always stayed in his lane. And what better music to smoke a doobie do? You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the bathroom. Boo. Shout out to Devin. Number 7 is a really cool one for me. Keep in mind that these are in no order. These are just people who I think don't get the deserves that they should, right? Number 7, I'm gonna tell you a quick story about him after I tell you who he is. It's none other than Tech 999. Cool ass cat, man. I met him. I was able to really ask him questions on a personal level about music. He was very open with me. He helped me a lot, because it changed my mindset about how I sing things, you know, and I wasn't looking at just the flashiness of a rapper, but whether the whole hustle. And when you really understand how tech hustle, it's an experience. You just gotta go. You know, I was tripping out, you know, that I've been to different concerts, major artists, and they wouldn't move half the merch as this guy was. And here he is selling $200 jerseys and $100 thongs, and I was like, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? But he's a really down-to-earth guy. The story I was gonna tell you was that I did meet him, and so the next time he comes and does the show, they do a sound check or whatever, and he's walking in the hallway, and I'm walking towards him. He's like, yo, Iz, what's happening? And I was like, and he's like, man, don't be like that. I remember who you are, and I just thought that was so cool, man. So it's such a down-to-earth guy, man. #1 independent artist in the world, and I guarantee you probably getting more money than your favorite rapper is, if that's what you want to gauge it upon. But man, his lyricism, you know what I'm saying, who he is, he's just slept on in the grand scheme of things. But you know what I'm saying, shout out to Tech. Number 8, this guy, I don't know if you get cooler than this guy. You know what I'm saying? To my recollection, he's the only artist I know that was signed to Cash Money and No Limit, and that's Currency. He got a song with all your favorite rappers. He was on both of those legendary labels. Some of those artists fell off from both of those labels, and yet he's still around and still relevant. That Jet Life be going, you know what I'm saying? He's so consistent, always putting out music, and it's quality music, you know what I'm saying? You gotta love that. And it's dope because he mixes his love for cars in with music, and that Jet Life shit is his own culture in itself. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he gets the just that he deserves. I mean, he was on Mr. Officer with Wayne and Bobby V. That was a huge hit, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that you should definitely take some time to go check Currency out, you know what I'm saying? Number 9. Now I knew it was gonna be some controversy, right? I told you. If you know Iz, you know I just don't do regular. So number 9 on my list, you're gonna be surprised, like, not him, but Cameron. Cameron just had a career that has spanned, you know, 3 different decades basically, you know what I'm saying? He came out with Mason first, you know what I'm saying? And then he had his own run, you know what I'm saying, as a solo artist, you know, with the sex, drugs, and entertainment, and then had one of the dopest movement hip hop has ever seen with Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned before, when you heard Dipset, that had that era. Now, when they mention top 10 rappers, they don't mention Cam. And I think that's because he gets the criticism of, he be making up stuff. And I don't think he making up stuff. I think you just don't understand what he's saying. And you don't know what he's talking about. But when you done been in New York and you understand certain things, you understand how dope Cam is, man. So shout out to Cameron, Mr. Giles. He do his thing, man. And again, he one of those rappers that even if you don't put him into your top 10, I bet you don't want him bring a diss record to you. So that's that. This next one, most importantly, you know what I'm saying? The artist that's most slept on that you should just go check out. This guy, man, if I had to put it in an order most slept on, I probably would put him #1. So I want you to go check out his Spotify. I want you to go check out his website, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to his YouTube channel. And that's me, baby. You know what I'm saying? IZ316. I've been putting in work for a lot of years, man. I've been fortunate to meet a lot of people behind the scenes, and I'm about to drop my 4th album. You know what I'm saying? As an independent artist, that's a blessing to be in the game long enough to do that. And on this new album that I got, Melanin Sons, I'm working with some serious people who done worked with some of the artists that I done named in this video and bigger. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't too much into bragging, but in the same sense, I ain't here to be playing either. So #1 is your boy Iz, man. I feel like I'm slept on, man. I feel like I don't get the respect that I deserve. And I used to be mad about that. They used to fuel me, and now it don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just more fueled by the people who do fool with me. And the lyricism that I bring, how real I keep it, you know what I'm saying? My longevity in the game, how much love I show to other people. That's why I'm on this list. And it's my video. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you stay here to the end, I really appreciate you so much. Please visit my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share, or visit IZ316.com. Sign up for the email list so you can be entered into free giveaways. We got some concert tickets coming up. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon I'll be giving away. You know, I always keep it real. It's your boy IZ, and I want to be your favorite rapper. Peace. Welcome to my channel. My name is IZ316, or simply IZ. I'm a socially conscious hip-hop artist, community activist, radio and TV personality, and entrepreneur. I've produced and released several albums, as well as met some of my favorite artists. But this is my channel, and I want to be your favorite MC.